I am the Box Office Wizard, bringing you weekend box office predictions and movie review. For today's show, I'm going to review the actual numbers from this past weekend's box office of August 26th to the 28th, and also some movie news on Justice League, Ice Age, and also the Angry Birds movie. Number one was Don't Breathe. Had a huge weekend. It actually blew away the studio estimates at 12 to 13 million. Actually, I was, out of all the experts, I was actually the closest at 21.5 million. Came in at 26.4 million. This movie just looked phenomenal from the start. I knew it was going to have a big weekend. I was went a little bit conservative because I just thought, well, if it doesn't, you know, but overall, great weekend for it. Only $9.9 million budget. Yeah, this movie will make a ton of money coming up here, so definitely we'll see a sequel in the works down the road. So Brian had made a prediction of 20 million, so it was a great prediction on his part, and he obviously went high as well. And second place, Suicide Squad slipped down to number 2 after 3 weeks at number 1. It came in at 12.2 million. Good weekend for it. It's now at 283 million in the U.S. and at 637 million worldwide. So it's doing very well overall. My prediction for this movie was 9.7 million. I was a little bit off. You know, the trend had been that it was dropping roughly 55 to 60% every week. So I kind of stuck with that, and you know, not too much off though. Brian had made a prediction of 10 million, so pretty close on his part there as well. Thanks for the predictions. Third place was Kubo and the Two Strings. Came in at 7.8 million. I was real close at 8.1 million. This movie's doing okay overall. Probably, it may struggle though to clear a profit though. I think its budget was around 60 million if I remember right. So just have to kind of wait and see how it does here over the next few weeks. I think it'll be pretty big overseas though. Fourth place was Sausage Party. Came in at 7.5 million. I made a prediction of 8 million. This movie's now made 80 million already in the U.S. So you'll see another grocery store saga or something going on with this franchise in the near future. Overseas, it's only made 8.5 million, but it's obviously early in the works for that. So, fifth place was our other new movie, was Mechanic Resurrection. I had made a prediction of 7.7 million. Came in right there at 7.5 million. I was really hoping this movie would hit double digits, although it would throw my prediction off. You know, the movie looked good, you know, and it's just the Jason Statham just doesn't have the star power that you see with some of the other actors. But overall, he does good movies, you know, for the action sequences. So, sixth place was Pete's Dragon. It came in at 7.4 million. I was real close at prediction of 6.8 million. Seventh place was War Dogs. I made a prediction of 7.1. Came in right there at 7 million. It's now made 27 million in the U.S. and 42 million worldwide. So, it's hard to say how this movie will do overall, but I definitely see it winding down very quickly here, at least in the U.S. And I don't see it generating too much more interest overseas, so it may end up with about 65 to 75 million overall. So, eighth place was Bad Moms. Another great weekend for it at 5.6 million. I made a prediction of 5.1. It's now at 95 million in the U.S., so it definitely crossed over the 100 million mark this week, and it's at 124 million overall worldwide. So, you know, we'll just have to wait and see. I think there will be a sequel in the works with these ladies that are in this. So. Ninth place was Jason Bourne at 5.1 million. I made a prediction of 4.65. This movie actually made 50 million in China alone just this past weekend. Doing very well overseas. It's sitting at 147 million in the U.S., 198 million overseas. So overall, it's now at 347 million. It's real close to topping the Bourne Ultimatum. I think it was only 15-16 million away now at this point for being the highest grossing film. So definitely be another Jason Bourne movie if he's willing to do it. So, rounding out the top 10 was Ben-Hur. Came in at 4.6 million. I made a prediction of 4.8 million. This movie's only struggled to 19.5 million in the U.S. Barely doing a little bit better overseas at 21.8 million for a worldwide total of 41 million. You know, this movie's, unless it just clicks with a market, it's definitely going to lose a ton of money. So. Next is my segment of Beat the Expert. This is where I compare myself to other experts that make predictions. For the week, I came in first place at 91.8%. Second place was Showbuzz Daily at 90.5%. Box Office Pro came in third at 88.3%. Fourth place was Box Office Mojo at 86.6%. And Box Office Profits finished in last at 84.3%. Overall, I've retained my lead at 82.76% accuracy rate, and Box Office Pro still in second at 82.2%. Quick movie news on Justice League. Just read today that Ben Affleck did announce that Deathstroke will be a part of the Justice League movie. Real excited about this. I know a little bit about Deathstroke. I'm not a DC fan as much. I follow more Batman than the Justice League itself. So, but I am excited for Deathstroke being in this. Hopefully, this will help kick this franchise where they can be profitable and see several more movies in the works. But it was big news on their part, and it was kind of exciting to see that he actually announced it. So it's pretty much going to be a given that he will appear in the movie in some form or fashion, or for several scenes. So next is Ice Age. It actually crossed 300 million overseas this past weekend. So still performing very, very well in the international market. You know, it only made about 50 million here in the U.S. So this movie's been very attractive to you know, the international goer. So it's good to see that this franchise is still holding strong. And last but not least is Angry Birds. They've actually announced that there will be a sequel coming. No date was given though, but obviously this movie did very well this past summer, and it's great to see that there will be a sequel in the works. Hey, that's it for today's show. Thanks for tuning in. I apologize for getting this out a little bit late if you watch it late. Had a bolt in the tire today on my way home from work, so I'm a little bit behind on my schedule. But thanks for tuning in. I'll be back on Friday giving you predictions you can count on. They're better than the weatherman. Take care.